Good evening and welcome. Welcome to another exciting edition of the program, Liberia First on Talk, with your host, Michael Gilman. Today is Tuesday, February the 6th, 2024. We've got a great show coming up for all of us here tonight. So invite someone, like the page, follow the page. We are streaming live on Facebook and YouTube. If you just joined us here for the very first time, we say welcome to you on this platform. We insist we will be civil with one another. There will be no curse words, no insults of any kind. If you don't like what we do, what we say here, we invite you to switch the channel, move to another channel, move to another network where you will be entertained with insults and profanities. Not here. The Digging Deeper show returns with a great deal of information on Liberia's socio-economic, geopolitical, and educational development. We do not have any copyrights to songs and videos played on here for entertainment purposes only. For our hot topics tonight, Gina Hot Talk CEO while Michael Gilman stay in Liberia. The whole story coming up in parts. Why did the CDC lose the 2023 presidential elections so narrowly, but won majority seats in both houses of the legislature? Ruling Unity Party of Joseph Yuma Boakai. How do they fare from day one? Appointments and governance in a Unity Party-led government. Senator Prince Johnson's dissatisfaction. Also coming up, party leaders and surrogates disenchanted and why? Please trend with me and let me know how well you are receiving us. Are you getting the music, the jazzy tune in the background? Daniel Kedema, Eric Talu, Ali Kamara, Ophelia Johnson. Please let me know how well we are coming through. And for those of you watching, No music, no sound. Amy Black, are you getting me? What about now? Are you able to hear me now? Sophie Blambo said yes. Fergus Zibi, Ferguson 1 year. Yes, you are very clear. Thank you very much. Jane Anderson, Vera Marsha, Melvin Cooper. I'm hearing you, but no music sounds. Again, good evening and welcome. Welcome to another exciting edition of the program here. Liberia First on Ht Talk. We are coming to you from Detroit, Michigan. Sabina Harris, Maxwell Yimpa, J. Augustus G. Help from the nation's capital, Monrovia. Welcome to you there, young man. Says good evening to the Digging Deeper proponent. Well, Michael Gilmer, absolutely welcome to you there, Help. Gewlu P. Bear, you are loud and clear, but no music. Okay. We're going to try something here. This is the time. Yes, I did wear. Lady from Atlanta. Oklahoma. Say a V Dolly. Can you hear the music? Musa Wabi Cooper.
This is the time we come together to keep our country safe forever. So open up your hearts, let a true love come right in. Cause love is all we need to make us stand. Let's understand one another. And let you live together.
AB Black said yes. Alexander Griffith, Maxwell Yimpa,
our togetherness,
Michael
you won't
Asibu,
have a
Kwame.
peace of mind. Let's
Celebrate
celebrate and
and
have
have
a
a
peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home.
What about now? Can you hear
Let
the
us
music?
keep
Yes, I
it
can. Well, can you hear the music and me on the
standing.
screen as well?
It's the one and only home
Musu
that
Wabi for the
we
sound is covered. Michael,
have. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let
let
us
us keep
keep it standing. It's the
the
one and
one and
only
only
home
home.
that we have. Sweet Liberia, love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia, land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have.
Today, Black, we can hear both you and the music. Awesome, awesome. Thank you. This segment, Tokan Dumba.
Land of liberty is
Says, I told you,
our
Ben, dig it deeper. Can't wait
home.
to hear the
Let
information.
us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia, love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Love is all we need to make it stand.
Well, folks, are welcome, 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 and thanks for joining us here this beautiful, beautiful evening from Detroit, Michigan. It's a great, great day to be back with you here again, Tuesday, February the 6th, 2024. And for today's program, we have a very great show for all of us here as we delve into a number of topics and issues here as it relates to our country, Mama Liberia. Okay. Coming up tonight, let me give you the rundown of what we have in store for you here. As I do that, please invite someone, like the page, follow the page, and uh, 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 let us know how well you are receiving us. Okay. Yeah. Let me bring you to speed with our topics for tonight conversation here. All right. Uh, the Digging Deeper show. Our hot topics tonight: Judah Hard Talk CEO, while Michael Gilman stay in Liberia. The whole story. We're gonna bring you in bits and pieces our time in Mama Liberia. Uh, what we did there and what happened there and everything. Okay, the whole 9 yards. Also involving the Concerned Liberian Network, our works and operations in the country. Uh, Also, we'll be discussing with you tonight why did the CDC lost the 2023 presidential elections so narrowly, but won majority seats in both houses of parliament, the senatorial, the Senate, as well as the House of Representatives. CDC won majority seats in both in both houses. Majority ruling Unity Party of Joseph Yuma Boakai. How do they fare from day one? How is the Unity Party government doing from day one? Did they hit the ground running, or they kept stumbling their toes, their feet, bumping their heads here and there on the walls till now? Appointments and governance, all of that, we're going to go into them tonight, right here on the global stage. Senator Prince Johnson's dissatisfaction with Joseph Yuma Boakai. What's that all about? Satara Andrews, Winston Logan, Sophia Kra, Benjamin Collins. What does it mean when Senator Prince Johnson is dissatisfied with his ally? Does it spell trouble for Mama Liberia, for the citizens, or what? What does it mean? Party leaders and surrogates disenchanted, and why? That's the Unity Party. The Unity Party leaders and surrogates disenchanted, and why? Why are they disenchanted? What's happening in the UP? How many days today? Today is the 6th. They took over on the 22nd. The 22nd to the 6th. How many days? 15 days from January 22nd. Let's count in record time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Let's say 15 days. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Sorry, 18 days today. I'm looking at different calendar here. 18 days today. Unity Party took over. Will somebody said the volume is low. Be thankful, Allison. Folks, please let me know if the volume is okay at your end, because I got things here to the mask. Is the volume okay at your end? Please, my Colette, let me say Colette, Addison, you might want to restart your gadget. Okay, because folks are saying that it's okay. Musu Kopo, all the way there in Australia, you are loud and clear. Ferris in 1 year, California says you are loud and clear. Sorry, Ferris is in New England. Sorry. Okay, thank you there. Comfort Cooper, Dan Kedema, thank you for the feedback. So, Addison, you want to restart your gadget, okay? You want to restart your gadget. Yeah. So, party leaders and surrogates disenchanted, and why? McKinley Saul, Rodney Ja, and Satara Andrew, your voice is great. Darlington Dolope, welcome. Also, we're going to be digging deeper into Senator AMARA KONNEH's effect or hold on the Unity Party and more. We got more coming up for all of you here. Okay, so don't go nowhere. Be my guest. Our numbers are on the set on screen. You can call us if you want to partake on the show here, as we also prepare for our team of analysts and panelists as they make their way here. We're going to be welcoming them, talking about Delano Tamasa, Abraham V. KONNEH, our co-host, Barbara Manjon Bima. Maki Kaye is our national correspondent there out of Solo Senior, a panelist, Rachel G. Chapin, Bessie G. Chapin, panelist, Jerome Gayman, analyst, Abraham V. KONNEH, analyst, and of course, Delano Tamasa, also an analyst. Okay, we're going to make way for them. When they come, we're going to welcome them and bring them closer to you at your places of work, your living room, wherever you are. And we're going to be here tonight to bring you. Okay? So don't go nowhere. Be my guest. let's do this song once more for all of us here. A lot of you say you did not hear the music, so I want to play it again. Zach and Jiba, Sweet Liberia.
This is the time we come together to keep our country safe forever. So open up your hearts, let a true love come right in. Cause love is all we need to make us stand. Let's understand one another and learn to live together as brothers and sisters. Without togetherness,
Rodney Job, Master Hammer. Yeah, you guys hear the music. Yeah, you hear the music in the background or being played. Trevor Long Smith. Welcome there from Philadelphia International Airport.
Land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have.
Lawrence Bezio-Saye. Welcome there from Abington, Pennsylvania. Thanks, Marshall, for the feedback. Musuwabi Cooper. Mamaka Kamara. Welcome to you, yeah, my own friend. Jojo.
It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia. Love is all we need to make it stand. And to celebrate and have a peaceful home. Love is all we need to make it stand. Let's celebrate and have a peaceful home. Sweet Liberia. Land of liberty is our home. Let us keep it standing. It's the one and only home that we have. Sweet Liberia. Land of liberty is
It's the one and only home, Sweet Liberia, Mama Liberia. Welcome, welcome again to all of you joining us here. Let me quickly bring on Miss Tarpeh before we delve into our monologue here. Miss Tarpeh, good evening to you there, and welcome. Michelle Tarpeh, how you?
Hi, Mr. Gilmore. Can you hear me?
Loud and clear. Welcome.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. And how you doing? How's the family?
Awesome. I'm awesome. Everybody's doing great.
Okay, we thank God. We thank God.
No
We thank God again to be here today, and I'd like to extend my greetings to everyone following the platform in the diaspora and in Liberia. Say hello to everyone, and we look forward to a fruitful discussion today. Yeah, so I'm listening.
Did you see the hot topics? I placed it in the chat room, just where you got the link to come on.
Oh, okay. I didn't look at them detail. I'll just use this time to look at them now. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Do that. All right.
Okay.
So,
All
folks,
right.
again, welcome to all of you. For all of you celebrating your birthdays, anniversaries, and special milestones, we say congratulations to you. And this broadcast is dedicated to you. We're gonna go back to what we normally do, okay? But we just want to acknowledge all of you and wish you all well, okay? Yeah. Again, welcome there. Tonight conversation centers around the CEO while Michael Gilman stay in Liberia. The whole story, we're gonna tell it in bits and pieces for some time here, maybe over a week's period. Why did the CDC lose the 2023 presidential elections so narrowly, but won the majority seats on both houses of the legislature? The ruling Unity Party of Joseph Yuma Boakai, how do they fare from day one? Appointments and governance, Senator Prince Johnson's dissatisfaction, party leaders and surrogates disenchanted, and why? The Senator AMARA KONNEH effect or hold on the Unity Party and more. Okay, so those are our hot topics. You are welcome when we open up the lines here to make your calls through WhatsApp and direct. It's the same number, but you have two ways of calling in here: 313-957-9702. And that's it right there on set on the screen. You can copy that. You call direct, you call on WhatsApp. We'll take your calls and put it through with the global stage, okay? For those of you who listen to us on our FM dial, the Jida Hard Talk FM online radio, we are still struggling to open up that computer. We might probably get a computer to the shop to probably just delete everything there, and then we can reprogram it. I'm still fighting. I lost the password. 4 months, having spent 4 months in Liberia, I came back and lost the password. But I'm trying. I'm trying. Every password I have on it, I'm trying to work on it. It's not even allowing me to forget password. I don't know what kind of Apple computer is that. Bruno Briswell, welcome. Princess Bay Taylor, Moses Dennis, Eric McGill, welcome to all of you there. Okay, so we are trying to restore the radio to all of you that use it, listen to it, especially. Yeah. All right. So we went to Liberia September 19, 2023, and returned January 19, 2024. Exactly 120 days away from home, away from Detroit, away from my family. 4 months in the motherland. Yeah. And thank goodness to the Concerned Liberian Network. We got a great team, great family, camaraderie, and what have you. Okay. We left here with a number of packages from the CLN to communities and organizations and uh, uh, group of Liberians as well as for some candidates, some candidates in the electoral process, especially CDC candidates. Okay, when we get to our CLN Concerned Librarian Network meeting, will be detailed about that. But for those of you that follow our activities from Liberia, you saw what happened. Uh, most of the activities were streamed live on video and what have you. So we're able to deliver, got good responses, messages from those individuals. To name a few, the those young ladies that were involved in the accident on the Banga Nema Highway, uh, uh, two persons lost their lives. And I think four persons got injured severely. Yep, we were able to reach out to them, the organization Concerned Liberian Network. Uh, were able to give them $2,400. That's not enough money to bring anybody back to life or to even completely heal them, those that were sick, injured, and sick in the hospitals. It wasn't enough, but they felt the the touch by all of us, what we decided to do. Another group in Cornwall, uh, uh, Girls for Gbegugbe, I think that's their name. We were there with them as well. We we made donations to them. Uh, all around the places. Campaign stops we made in the name of CLN. Were able to make one or two here and there. All of that. All right. So I just like to say thanks to all of us, the Concerned Liberian Network. We are a great team. Okay. We came together as a result of making sure that our country, Ahaj Bewazi, welcome to you there. Tazawa, James Nibogla, welcome. We came together to make sure that our country remains stable, that we will not sit here in these United States, in these countries that have our adopted countries of residence or stay wherever we call home right now in the diaspora, that we will not be here and raise money and wage war or havoc on our country. Okay? At least that message went far and wide. This is why we say in our Helena Flumo voice, we were not here, but we are here now. That we were not here, but we are here now resonated with Liberians back home. It continued to resonate with the people, and they say it themselves. Everywhere we went, it was thank you, thank you, thank you for the great work and what have you. And while we were in the country, our collabo with our Freedom FM, uh, uh, I mean, it was felt. Yeah, being on Freedom FM with my young brother there, Abraham Gosson William, and the entire Freedom FM team, led by, let me not say led, powered by old man Sam Sion. Yeah, that's a great team on the ground. That network, Freedom FM, it's a great team. It's a great radio on the ground. We're gonna be talking more about Freedom FM when we go to our meeting. Okay, gonna be talking more about that. Yeah, the collabo hopefully resumes tomorrow. I'll be on the radio with AB tomorrow, God willing, and then we're gonna continue from there. But we in our CLN meeting, we will be giving you some detailed information about our stay in Liberia, what we did with uh, 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 things, funds entrusted with us or to us, and our own undertakings. Okay, but it was great to be in Liberia, to interact with the average ordinary man on the streets, and you may not know what the CLN have done to help impact lives on the ground. Okay. And before we close the chapter on that for tonight on the Concerned Librarian Network, uh, let me hasten to tell you that we got our registration done, completed. We are duly, fully registered in Liberia as an entity, NGO. Uh, uh, Ansu Tanga, welcome to you. Achi Tarpeh, welcome. We are not here, but we are here from Dallas, Texas. Welcome, Benetta Chia. Nelly Kia, good to see you there. You and my big brother, Mr. Stephen Kia, welcome to you. Mata Reeves, Dwell Waller, welcome to all of you there. And Ansu Tanga, my friend from Maryland. He said, Mr. Gilmer, you were reloading your energy for the 6-year show. They think can have byway, man. My man, hey, you know, that's one thing I told President Weah when we met with him at his Jamaica resort residence on November 20th, 2023. And I told him, I said, Mr. President, this country, Liberia, have demonstrated that it's a two-party country. All right? Despite we get 25 political parties registered, it's a two-party country. Yeah. Unity Party was there the last 12 years out of 18, right? And then they came back after 6 years. So expect CDC to come back. Unless CDC gave up, they break down, they decide say no. All right. So that's what it is. And I hope, I hope the guys in the Unity Party or people who will be opposing CDC in 2029. Unity Party is leading today, right? But there will come a time in 2029 when you will have another 30 political parties to be contesting. A bunch of them will be against the CDC. CDC will collaborate either with the original 9 that they have now, or they're going to increase the number, or the number going to reduce. But at the end of the day, when CDC is declared winner, they should be graceful, like President Weah did. Okay, Joyce Lomage, welcome. Abubakar, Henry Doe, welcome. They should be graceful enough to accept. Because you know what? That's the topic we are discussing tonight. Why did the CDC lost the 2023 presidential elections so narrowly, but won majority seats in both houses of the legislature? 20,000 votes difference. 20,000 vote difference. How? Do you think any African leader will give up power like that? 20,000 votes, less than 1%. Eh? Let me tell you something. What did a high profile member of the ECOWAS delegation, let me tell you, what did this person say? In a restaurant of the hotel where I was staying, I eavesdropped on the conversation, and I will not say their name for the obvious reasons. a very high profile West African ECOWAS member on the delegation. He said, George Weah, you are the sitting president. What do you want to teach? We leaders of Africa, democracy 101 or 400. What do you want to teach? Sitting president, you are chasing 25,000 votes. Sitting president, you are chasing 25,000 votes, 20,000 votes. And you are not demanding that they declare you the winner. What do you want to teach? Okay, so tomorrow, 2029, when we shall have had the elections, God willing, all of us will be here. Let's pray for long life. Until that time, let's keep hope alive. Elijah and say from Ganta City, welcome. I was in Ganta, but I spent, I think, 3 nights in Ganta. I was all over the place campaigning. You didn't even come to me, my man. Or did I see you? Elijah, say. Okay? You are the sitting president, and you are chasing 20,000, 25,000 votes. And you didn't allow the people, demand the people to declare you. I hope it is a lesson for all of us. I'm Sultanga. And our ruling party, surrogates. I hope you understand that when CDC wins by 5,000 votes, whether there's a runoff or not, by 5,000 votes, by 10,000, by a wide margin, I hope you will understand that it is because for the peace of the country, survivability, the stability of the country. That's why you have to let go. And you will accept the results as being free, fair, transparent. Democracy is not like Donald Trump. You only win before it's free and fair. And this is why today in America, the appellate court in DC deny him that impunity privilege that he sought. The appellate court, Court of Appeals in DC, Washington, DC, 3 judges appointed by both Republican and Democrat president unanimously, all 3 said, Mr. Trump, former President Trump, you can be prosecuted. Striker Lawrence, welcome. Comfort Wilson said you can be prosecuted. You do not have immunity. Had it been so, then where is the country? You supposed to be the one preserving the law, making sure the law is executed, and you want to be the one to undermine the law. Then what happens to the citizens, everybody else? And you know what? They didn't just stop there. They told Donald Trump, you have until Monday next week. Monday next week to file appeals to the Supreme Court so that the Supreme Court can fast track and decide this case before November elections. Okay? So, President Weah was magnanimous. He was gracious to concede before even the final results will be announced. Arnold Taylor, welcome. How you doing? Emilio Nimlin, welcome. Yeah. Okay. So I hope we all will welcome that when it happens in our country, when CDC is re-elected. How she is re-elected will be determined by what happens between now and 2029. Okay? But why did the CDC lost so narrowly the presidential elections? One majority seats in both houses of the legislature. Why? Why did they lost? Benu, Miss Kruma from Ohio, welcome. How you doing? Thank you. Happy New Year to you. Kate and Weir, Godspeed recovery for you, okay? Wish you well. Thanks for staying up this late. Yeah. I was in Liberia. I didn't know you were sick. And I was trying to get vexed with you. You know, I said, in the country, I can't see you. Coming back soon, okay? Let God guide you and grant you your heart desire. Get well, okay? Get well. Be that bubbling, smiling young lady you are, okay? Kid and Weir. Catherine, take care of yourselves and be good, okay? Julie Z. Kennedy, welcome to you. Agnes Joe Johnson, welcome as well. Okay, why did the CDC lost so narrowly? One majority seats in the House of Representatives, in the Senate, that will cause the CDC today to lead the legislature with the position of Speaker, Deputy Speaker. First time since the True Week Party. Okay? I'm not talking about the NDPL days. Yeah. But first time when the president, the vice president, the speaker, the president pro tem, the chief justice, the members of the Supreme Court, and ministers, everybody are now of the same party. First time in our country's history. That we have a divided government, a divided country. First time. Country split in the middle. 20,000 votes. 20,000 votes. First time. You have president, vice president on one ticket. You have speaker, deputy speaker, one party. The Unity Party came with a clause. He that is the party that governs must rule everywhere. The party that governs must rule everywhere. So you want to take the majority and turn them into a minority. You want the CDC with the majority member of the House of Representatives. Some of them ran as independents. A lot of them ran on the party ticket. You want them to like our politicians in America say, the dog to wag its tail, just hang around and give it to you. And then you have a free ride. The lifestyle of the pro-po. Rosalind, Welly, welcome. How you doing? You want to give it to you. And you ride freely. Notwithstanding, we got the speaker, deputy speaker, in persons of J. Funati Kofa and Thomas Banga Fala. To lead the legislature. Okay? We will hold their feet to fire. We will ensure that they do the right thing by the people, the Liberian people. We will do that. By so doing, let me state here, for the record, when we go to our CLN meeting, we'll talk it there, and people will understand. But for the record, the Concerned Liberian Network, I told you earlier, we came to be as a result of quelling or stopping troubles in our country, making sure the country remains peaceful and stable. Melvin Pawon, Destiny Harvest, welcome. Ambassador Roosevelt S. Dunn, welcome. How you doing? Frederick, Tennessee, welcome. That's what brought us together. When our brothers and sisters, a handful of them in the diaspora, decided they will rain havoc on the country, they will force the government out, we came together and said, no, we will not allow that. And I want to say here, on the record, that the CLN will not sit here in America, in the diaspora, Canada, Australia, Europe, Asia, Middle East, everywhere where we draw our membership from, Africa, Liberia. We will not sit here and support anything negative against our country. Okay? We will not sit here and support anything negative against our country. Not because it's Joseph Boakai or the Unity Party or whoever is in charge. So we should clandestinely gather resources and do whatever to bring that government down or to bring the government to her feet. We will not support that. That does not mean we will not hold the government accountable. It does not mean we will not hold our party leaders, our representatives, our speaker, deputy speaker, committee chairs, and what have you. It does not mean we will not hold them accountable. Or even the Joseph Boakai, the Kun, the Prince Johnson, whatsoever. No. We must stand for what we say we are. We will not be here and we see trouble being hushed against our country and people, because we know what it means when people begin to run helter-skelter with bags on their backs, some with their underclothes on their backs. Look at some of the countries around the world today. Look at the fighting, the war with Israel and Hamas. Ukraine, the fires, the fire in Chile. Look at the rainfall in California, the disaster. Okay? Think about that. And related to Liberia, think about it. Rachel Lawrence, welcome. Insurmountable Van, welcome. Think about it. The sufferings of the people. Okay? We should be advocating for our country's growth, productivity, and development. When I went to Liberia in March for the registration process, we began the conversation with a team of lawyers, our legal minds, our legal-minded people, that the CLN yeah, absolutely. Rosalind, Wenley, the lifestyle of the propos, Melissa Yadolo, absolutely, no doubt. We had conversation with our team of lawyers. You will recall we collected some money to go and hire a lawyer to file a lawsuit against Jerome Verdier, the Spoon Network, Stanton Witherspoon, and what have you, right? You recall that? For the Saint Shalom Musu murder case. We're going to be going into that because I was in court many times while we're in Liberia, witnessing the trial of the former Chief Justice, now convicted murderer, Gloria Mususka. I witnessed that trial many times. Yeah. But what I want to say here is we made a proposal or an inquiry with those lawyers to help the CLN because it was based on information that I gathered from I wouldn't say from some higher ups across here in these United States. Say, Mr. Gilmer, you are so passionate about your country, Liberia, but you can do something. I see you got the organization, you got team of people, great deal of people, and what have you. You can do something. You can make a proposal to Congress. I think I've told some of you, I've said it on the show here before. You can make a proposal to Congress for whatever amount, 20 billion, 30 billion. Draw down some historical facts about the relationship between America and Liberia. And why Liberia is so backwards, underdeveloped compared to other countries that just came in quite recently. And they are receiving billions of aid, billions of dollars aid for their countries. You and your organization can make the case. It may not happen overnight, but once that paper is delivered to Congress, and you continue to call. You make representation. You call. You make representation. Somebody will pick it up and they will put it in the bill, a major bill, like they did when Trump was president with the Liberia Citizen Bill, the Liberia Immigration Bill. They just sneak it with that bill. Apparently, Donald Trump did not even know where he was signing. Joseph Boakai, who can sign press release. Who recorded that? The Liberia Immigration Bill. And Liberians began to get status in this country. It can happen. So I can assure you, we will not wait for 6 years because we were so entrenched with the George Weah government, President Weah government, the CDC. We were so involved to the extent we created enemies. We created enemies. Okay? We did. We created enemies for defending the CDC, for defending our country and people. We created enemies. But we were not lying to anybody. We still stand by whatever we said in the past. We didn't lie to anybody. CDC lost the elections on her own terms. We said it here. The only person that can defeat CDC is CDC. Didn't we? Chris Pine, Melison Yadolo. We said it here. The only person that can defeat CDC is CDC. And that's just what happened. CDC defeated herself. CDC defeated herself. We made an argument over and over and again that we, as a ruling party, we were not being coordinated. We were not being coordinated. When the president sat down, the campaign sat down. When the president wakes up to go on the campaign trail, everybody follows him. Eh? I was in Monrovia. I went on the campaign trail all the way to Tapeta. The car we rented could not travel beyond Tapeta. In fact, as we went into Tapeta, Comfort Mamite, Confident D were all on the car with me. My security, driver, Comfort little sister, Evelyn, my camera guy, Louis Te. On our way to Tapeta from a Camplay Barn area, there wherever that place was. It was raining and our car couldn't climb the hill. Muddy road, lateral road. The car was sliding. The woman, everybody in the car, we got down to push the car. In the convoy, presidential convoy, the president was already gone. I had on my Jida Hard Talk t-shirt, digging deeper. And the SLS car, the EPS car came, bunch of guys in the car. They said, oh, that Mr. Gilmore that are digging deeper. They started laughing. They got down. They pushed us up the hill. Sandra Rogers, welcome. G. Masakbaya, Salia Soni. Okay, they push us up the hill. Mud everywhere. Okay, we got into Tapeta that night, raining around about 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. Everywhere booked. We slept in the car. Okay, we slept in the car. This was before October 10th, general and presidential elections. Before October 10th. Nowhere to sleep, Abu Bakr. We slept in the car. In the morning, we hustling to go to Zwedru. We could not make it. We tried to get a Land Cruiser because from Tapeta to Zwedru, that was the toughest part of the road. We couldn't get a Land Cruiser. Everybody advising us, don't go on motorbike. Only bikes were going with a heavy Land Cruiser, Toyota 4Runner then. So it was like Moses. Moses stood on top of the hill. He saw the promised land, but he did not enter the promised land. That what happened to us. We did not go to Zwedru. But I was able to dispatch my cameraman, Louis Ter. Comfort Mami Tish, Mr. Gilmer, big brother, come what may, I will go. I will get on the bike. I will go. She and her little sister and Louis, we chartered 3 motorbikes for them. Put their things on the bike. They took off. And they got in Zwedru. The moment they got in Zwedru, where Mr. Gilmer? Where Mr. Gilmer? He stopped in Tapeta. Confident D, my security, the driver, will turn around from Tapeta. We said, okay, we'll wait for you in Ganta Comfort. And they came back the next day and met us in Ganta, and we took off from Ganta back to Monrovia. But why in Ganta? Why in Ganta? The videos are there. When the president was gone and everybody followed the president, we remained in Ganta and started going from community to community, talking to people. Okay? As we headed back to Monrovia, we were stopping on the highways, talking to people. Some people we met in Banga area, Totota. Oh, we registered in Monrovia, in District 7 for Solomon George, but we not get money to come to town. About 6 persons. They didn't have money to come to town. So we took their telephone numbers and say, okay, when time comes, we'll send you money to come to town. A lot of things happen. A lot of things happen that caused CDC defeat. And it was CDC that brought it on CDC. Okay? It was CDC. We said it. The only person that can beat CDC is CDC. Okay? But let me tell you, this topic will not be a one-day topic. Why did CDC lost the 2023 presidential elections so narrowly, but won majority seats on both houses, in both houses of the legislature. They're not one day talk. They're not 1 week talk. They're not 1 month talk. We talk, they talk until everybody understands that because a lot of things happen. Jemima Taylor, Sophie Blamo, Mato Reeves, a lot of things happen. I just told you here that when the president sat down, the campaign sat down. When the president wakes up to go to any community, everybody runs there. Okay? We cannot win election like that in 2029. We can't win election like that in 2029. It's not possible. What? Just think about it. Why do you think we won more seats in the houses, in both houses, and we lost the presidency? Think about it. Why did we win majority seats in the House of Representatives, in the Senate, and we lost the presidency? Why? We won more counties. We won more counties than Joseph Boakai, but we lost on the majority vote. Monique Walker, you got it right. I-7s. Beware Prince, welcome. Think about it. We won more seats. Why do you think we have a speaker and deputy speaker from the CDC today? Why? Why? Benito Dennis, welcome. Why do you think we have speaker and deputy speaker? Huh? Salome Weeks, welcome to you. How you doing, my dear sister? Okay. Yeah. So we will stay on it. That story is not going nowhere. Okay? It's not going nowhere soon. Nowhere. Yeah. It's not. Okay? It's not going nowhere soon. Absolutely not. This is a post from Senator AMARA KONNEH. Can you guys see it? A post from Senator AMARA KONNEH. Yeah. It reads thus. Magaje, Roberto, Magaje, Ania, welcome. How you doing? Be thankful. Thank you. It says, let me enlarge it for all of us here. It says, a quiet bench is a losing bench. A quiet team that was once an enthusiastic team is a losing team. Members of winning teams communicate their true feelings and are enthusiastic. Good night. A quiet bench is a losing bench. A quiet team that was once an enthusiastic team is a losing team. And Rosalind Wenley, Miss Wenley, the last time of the propos, she said, "You guys work very hard, Mr. Gilmer, but many backstabbing happened in the process." I will tell all of us here something towards the end of the narration. Not tonight, not tomorrow. Going forward, I will tell you something. You talk about backstabbing and many things happen. I will tell you. I will tell all of us on the global stage. What did somebody, a higher up, say about us? Yeah, I will tell you. Yeah, Princess Bay Taylor. Mr. Gilbert, most of our people in the government could not share with their people. I'm telling you, no doubt about that. Sam Shaker, my dear friend and brother, welcome from Minnesota. How are you, my man? Good to see you, brother. Happy New Year. Yeah. Uh, uh, uh. Amara KONNEH is crying. Not only that one post he got several of them. Yes, another one. No, let me bring the one. Oh, that's the same thing. How come I got the thing twice? There was another post he did. Yeah. Yeah, the man not working. He just posted all kind of thing there. Yeah. He got another post I want to share with all of us here. And then we're gonna go further into our conversation here. Yeah. Yeah, let me find it real quick here. Stay with us here, bro. Folks, bear with us. Yeah. Uh, uh, the Unity Party and he's been supported by Musa Ability. And Musa Ability talking about the real threat is not about what Amara KONNEH is saying, but Amara KONNEH is suggesting that Joseph Boakai have not named enough Muslim people in his cabinet. Okay? Yeah. He said Boakai. Yeah, man, I can't find that. Boakai has not named enough Muslim people in his cabinet. Okay, I got it here. I have it. Uh, in fact, that's a number of them. Uh, uh, Let me try to get this thing on the screen for you guys. Quick, quick, quick. Yeah. I mean, do that in record time right now. Uh, Lomagere. She says sharing is good, but we need not to encourage the voters to depend on them for living, not because they voted for them. Absolutely. I understand that. Yeah. So let me take this out. Yeah. Tamasa is here with us as well. Let me try to Delano Tamasa, welcome. How you doing?
Oh yeah, Mr. Gilman, I'm doing fine. You hear me?
Absolutely, you're loud and clear. You been
Oh,
following?
I just got in, but I'm doing
Yeah,
great. I'm doing great, Mr. Gilman. It's great to
yeah,
be on the show.
absolutely.
Uh, yeah, but I have been seriously engaged with other things. But thank God I'm back.
Right.
It's great to be on the show.
Welcome, welcome.
Thank you so much.
No doubt. Yeah. Okay, so let me put this up on the screen here for all of us to see once more. And this is from Amara KONNEH. Yeah. He said Luther ambassador account for 57% of cabinet appointments so far. Mr. President needs to appoint competent citizens from Bapolu, Margibi, Grand Jida, and Grand Cru for a true balance of an inclusive government. The people, that will be the change he promised. That will be the change he promised. Okay. And then uh uh what her name? Hassan Bility. Musa Hassan Bility said, let me put it up for all of us. He said, the real threat to our national security is if we fail to heed Amara KONNEH's advice. Now, what he pointed out as a false start, be mindful. What did Amara KONNEH say? I'm trying to find that for you so that you don't say I'm putting words in Amara KONNEH's mouth, because I share a post from him where he talked about the same thing. I can go back and read it for all of us here. And he came and wrote under the post and said he did not write that. Yeah. He said, Mr. Gilman, he didn't say Mr. Gilman, he just said, please don't attribute this to me. I did not write that. But here is he today. Yeah. Writing all of these things, talking about not enough Muslim people. And no offense to my Muslim brothers, all right? No offense. But when leaders begin to talk about religion in the tone and manner Amara KONNEH is trending, then it should be very, very concerning for all of us. He got quite a number of things out there where he talked about degrees are not necessary, you know. But if you don't have degree, they say you don't know nothing. If you get, then they praise you and what have you. Anyway, let's leave that for another day. Yeah. Okay. So these are the things that are happening in our country. The Unity Party rescue train have derailed in 18 days, have derailed the tracks. The rescue train have derailed the tracks. Prince Johnson is on the other side talking. Tabata. Okay. Prince Johnson is talking. Let's bring that up for all of us. Prince Johnson is talking. Listen to this.
It's true early since your journey is becoming so clouded. Since your journey is becoming so doubtful. Since your journey, there seems to be no dependable hope. What is happening is strange. And we hope it will be corrected by our Father. In your Father, the largest trial is dormant. When you prioritize to see and money, you zero the entire government. When Basa did not deliver, you want to bring conflict between all the Yomi to say Yomi letting all that speak against her. No, Yomi is innocent. She has done nothing wrong. We are in close contact with each other. You gave Basa 4 positions, ministerial position, and you say you gave them one 2. It's too early. Since your journey is becoming so clouded. Since your journey is becoming so doubtful. Since your journey, there seems to be no dependable hope. What is happening is strange. And we hope it will be corrected by our Father. In your Father, the largest trial is dormant. You prioritize to see and money. You zero the entire government. When Pastor did not deliver, you want to bring conflict between all the Yomi, say Yomi letting all that speak against her. No, Yomi is innocent. She has done nothing wrong. We are in close contact with each other. You gave Pastor 4 positions, ministerial position, and you say you gave them one 2. It's true.
Okay, it's too early. Prince Johnson talking about you gave Basa 4 position, you gave Nima 2. Eh? That's the same man that said the guns that liberate must not rule.
Yep.
Eh? You remember?
Absolutely.
That's the same man that said the guns that liberate must not
Now,
rule.
liberate must not rude.
Yeah. So now he now put Bwaka there, and he's telling Bwaka directly, say, look, your battery will soon turn that battery off. Eh? Yeah. He telling Bwaka that hey, be careful. But let's listen to Yeke Koluba. Yeah. We'll soon be taking your calls after Delano and Miss Chape come in. Yeah. Listen to Yeke Koluba here and get a feel of what's happening there.
Joseph Boakai and myself, President Boakai and myself, we are not related. He's not my uncle. I am not his nephew. My name is Honorable Yege Yapawolo Kolba, representative district number 10, and he's the president of this country. When he want to call me, he will not call me nephew. I will not answer. I don't know him. He and myself got no relationship. The relationship between us is 60% LeBron for want to change, and the change has come. And we must deliver. And I will not join you to feel the LeBron if you have to feel. I know you are a good person. I know your government will be done the right way. But we need our right to talk. We need our right to protest. And before I end up, let me say a big thank you to former President George Weah for maintaining the peace. Because where we were at that time, when our imam formed, if we were not going to maintain the peace, I was going to force him to maintain the peace. I want to say a very big thank you to you, former President Weah. Thank you for maintaining the peace. I appreciate you. And I really appreciate you. Let me close up by saying, we see people going to agency, people that got tenure position, threatening them, going to humanist office to central bank, giving her assurance that they will make her central bank governor. We don't want to waste nothing in the country. We don't want it in the country. And I got evidences. And after the first 100 days, I will tell you the LeBron who all went to humanist office and who all went there. People got tenure position, we don't need them. Prosecute them. Bring the result public. Let the law be the law. If anybody think they'll take somebody from there because you got power, if you do it tomorrow, if like the person you understand will start the person tomorrow. Let the people that got tenure sell their tenure. If you got something against them, order them. Bring the order to the public. We sell the past regime. We're not auditing people. They were not taking action. We didn't bring the past regime back. If President Weah ever wore economic crown court, we sat down here when Prince Johnson was supporting President Weah. We said the war economic crown court need to come to make Prince Johnson scared. He must come. Father-in-law, don't get scared. Yeah, I don't care what you do, the war crown court will come. Don't be afraid. The reason why people can bring it up is because they want to use you. They want to use you. When they want you to join us, they will bring one. Let the snake come so we can kill the snake. If we kill it by the tail, we kill it by the tail. If we kill it by the head, we kill it by the head. Don't be afraid. The war economic crime gonna come. People kill. They told them from here, carry on to Libya, all of this is the training.
Okay. All right. That was Yeke Koluba. But not only that, he got quite a bit. Yeah. I don't know whether the journalists understood what Yeke said, but this is what happened today. Yeah, this is what happened today with Yeke Koluba.
Slow down. Your reflective vacuum in terms of your nominals applications. Slow down. All the people are not understanding because you your reflective vacuum in terms of your nominals applications. Slow down. All the people are not understanding because you your reflective vacuum in terms of your nominals applications. Slow down. All the people are not understanding because
your reflective vacuum in terms of your nominals. You can say, my man, slow down. Well,
But
yeah,
other
somebody
journalists,
talking. Yeah, another journalist that. What are you talking about? I don't understand that thing.
yeah,
Eh? Yeah. Okay. So, folks, here we are. With our country, the governing party is in serious disarray. It's in serious disarray. We got some breaking development, Tamasa. We got
wow,
some breaking development, and you know how we do it.
yeah.
We just got some breaking development concerning the Unity Party chairman, the Reverend Luther Tarpeh, fled the country, Liberia, with his family, two daughters, his wife, himself. Reasons leading to his unceremonious departure from Liberia. Details coming up in record time. Luther Tarpeh is on his way to the United States via Brussels. Reasons surrounding his departure, his unceremonious departure from Liberia, is coming up right now. Did AMARA KONNEH provide us with hints? Did Musa Ability provide us with hints surrounding the chairman, Luther Tarpeh? All happening right now. Jita How Talk FM 107, the global stage, the Digging Deeper department is reporting that Unity Party chairman, Luther Tarpeh, with his wife and two daughters, ages 15, 16, fled Liberia, headed for the United States. Details coming up right now. Folks, good evening to you. Welcome, welcome. If you just joined us here, we are following some breaking development out of the nation's capital, Monrovia, Liberia, tonight, where our sources are reporting, unimpeachable sources are reporting that the Unity Party chairman, Reverend Luther Tarpeh, his wife and two daughters, between the ages of 15 and 16. The two daughters' ages are just around there, out of 15 and 16, or 15, 16. Two beautiful daughters, according to the description that we have here. Left Liberia and headed for the United States. Why did they leave Liberia? Okay. Information we are receiving here. Let me go through my notes here quickly. Say Luther Tarpeh and his two daughters and wife fled Liberia 2 days ago. They went to I think Ghana or Nigeria, and sorry, they left Liberia. They left Liberia and traveled to Brussels, on SN Brussels, and headed for the United States. We are getting information that Luther Tarpeh, upon the appointment of Ducle at the Free Port of Monrovia, he was not happy about it. As a matter of fact, he went to the Free Port, changed the managing director's office, got new furniture for that office, changed the office around, that Boakai was going to change that appointment. Boakai was going to change that appointment and make him, Luther Tarpeh, the managing director of the Port Authority. Go on our page. About a few days ago, we made a statement on the page. Let me see if I can find that and bring it up to you. We made a statement on the page that Luther Tarpeh and others developing overnight. This was 4 days ago. UP chairman told to go and find where he wants to work, but he told JMB, no, you should appoint me to NPA as MD. All NPA appointments on hold, like MOJ, Ministry of Justice. We have that post right here on our page. You can go there. 4 days ago, we posted that. A lot of you made comments on there and what have you. Developing overnight, 4 days ago, UP chairman told to go and find where he wants to work. This was after, folks, this was after Kefasan. Welcome to you there, brother. How you doing? Good to see you again. This was after the appointment of Ducle was made. Luther Tarpeh went to JMB house and said, you got to appoint me director for the port. JMB told him, say, go find anywhere you want to work. The port is out of reach right now. Luther Tarpeh, according to our notes here, went to the port and changed the furniture for the managing director office. We are getting reports that Ducle, they now installed MD. Tamasa, turn your phone back around. Delano, Tamasa, switch your phone. Oh man, the computer froze.
Yeah.
The computer froze. I gotta restart. The computer froze. Let me restart the thing quick.
Okay.
Yeah.
Kamasa, you can
Yeah.
hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Rachel.
Kamasa, you know, the things are funny. I don't know what to say, Kamasa. You know, I'm shocked. I'm shocked. I'm not really surprised, but then I'm
Yeah.
shocked again. With the whole
Yeah.
Unity Party, it's like this government is going to be a total mess.
It will be yeah, because every administration, you look at the beginning of it, and at the
Yeah, it's
moment,
going to
yeah, it's not a good sound.
they're so disorganized.
Yeah. Yeah.
Inauguration to this point is so disorganized.
Yeah. From the day of the inauguration of the president. Yeah. Yeah. It just really no one said in full control of the happenings. Yeah. The
Yeah.
president said he's not in full control.
No, as I
No.
understand from Force on Freedom FM that the president wife and his children running the government.
Wow.
Yeah, they're making all the appointments. They're approving the appointments.
That's, it's a really, really terrible start.
And they're
Yeah,
really plunging the country into chaos. I'm
yeah,
worried them.
because look at the configuration of their from the campaign and up to present.
Yeah.
It's a terrible thing. A ruling party, you can get help, but if you are ascending to power, they didn't come from the background or certain strength of your base. It
No, they
relies
don't have
solely
they
and
don't have
fully on an outsider to bring you to power. That's the situation
yeah.
BNP find himself in. You know, he can't say no other one. You know,
Yeah,
no,
all that him playing.
yeah,
That's why people were saying, "Oh, president, we are cowards." And I just look at them and just because
yeah,
the fact that president, we are not a coward, but human blood is very valuable. And there was
yes,
it was almost like a no way, or even if CDC were going to win without 20,000 vote margin, it just was a no way off for our government.
yeah.
Later on, I said no, that the best thing to do was to give the government up.
Oh,
Because so much forces fighting against the government, they didn't want to see the government to survive another 6
yeah,
years. So
yeah.
we just had to give it up. We don't like to give it up, but for the sake of our people, we had to give it up.
I see it, Rachel, because looking at
Yeah, for the
20,000 margin difference.
well, for the sake of the people, I mean, the fight
Yeah,
all over they had
yeah,
infiltrated a big play in the security sector. I mean, see what the chief of staff did. The chief of staff then see what he did.
yeah,
I mean, it was
yeah,
just so glaring. Even the
yeah,
first round of the military voted against the president.
yeah.
I mean, it was just a no way out. What the
No,
reliance the government didn't have any legitimate say again.
no,
If the military voting against you, the police voting
against
against you,
you, against you.
what the reliance legitimately?
Yeah, the president already he applied.
I heard that the right person in reality are
Yeah,
so happy that they allow a chicken leg to
we
be
are.
broken to give it
Yeah,
out.
he applied profound wisdom when he said leadership. Yeah. Oh, the wise
That
man
was like,
back, but
yeah,
you see
you were
what my
talking,
screen? Yeah, yeah, we're talking. No, Rashid and I were just
right?
while we were
I was
interfering with
able
you
to see
guys.
the squeaky sound from her. That's why I muted her. I thought she was on.
Oh,
Yeah,
but my camera said, "Oh, I don't know why
yeah.
you say I should change it."
Your camera said. I think when the computer froze, it
Uh
had you
huh.
slanted, twisted that kind of way.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I don't know.
Uh,
Yeah, but folks, we apologize. Our computer got frozen on us here while we were in the trenches, digging deeper in that with that story.
no.
Yeah, yeah. So, let's get back to the details here. Welcome back to all of you, and we apologize for that glitch in the system here, but we are up and running. Okay. So, I was explaining to you that the chairman Luther Tarpeh had changed the furniture, everything in the MD office at the National Port Authority. So when Dukley now they installed MD, when he got the authority from JNB that you will be the MD and Luther Tarpeh will not be, he went to the port and put all of Luther Tarpeh things that he bought. He put it outside and cover it with tarpaulin. He put everything outside, out of the office, and cover it with tarpaulin.
Serious is like
Eh? But where you put it? He put everything outside.
I think you can
Right?
give it to somebody.
And Dukley has a very close relationship with JMB's son, Jojo. Very close. And he helped Lexington Witherspoon. He helped bankroll the Unity Party JMB campaign. Yeah. With hundreds of thousands, 50,000, 25,000, you name it. So he got what he paid for, the position at the port. So JMB told Luther Tarpeh, go and find anywhere else. The port is off reach, it's off limit. He didn't want it. But the inside scoop here, let me look at my notes one more time. The inside scoop here is that the inauguration funds, $365,000. 5,000 was supposed to go to each district. The 73 districts in the country were each supposed to get $5,000. They didn't get $5,000. Okay. Our department, the Triple D department, is reporting that Luther Tarpeh and cohorts took $1,000 from each of the district money. So that's 73,000. Then the other people who were supposed to carry the money, they took their own $1,000 each to share among themselves. I don't know whether Mo Ali is in that other group. So you understand why they're not being appointed. The chairman, the secretary, they're not being appointed right now. You understand that? Okay. So Luther Tarpeh is on his way to the United States of America. I hope he's coming to Detroit. Then we'll get to interview him, right? Tamasa.
Yeah, I think that'll be great.
Eh?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
that'll be great. You know what it means to enter Detroit and interact with the wise man
Yeah. I hope he
from the
coming to Detroit.
GHT.
Yeah.
You can interview him anyway.
I can interview anyway. I mean, he can get a link, he can come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. But our camera spotted him in Brussels. Yeah. And hopefully he'll be here. I think tonight. He should be here. He should be here tonight. He should already be in the States. Yeah. According to our information here. All right. He should already be here. Yeah. So that's the development so far. All right. The party leaders, surrogates within the Unity Party are disenchanted over jobs and everything. Before we begin to get Tamasai and others to analyze and take your calls, Unity Party, Joseph Boakai inherited in the reserve over $220 million, United States dollars, in the reserve, about almost 2 times what the economist Ellen Johnson Sirleaf and Joseph Boakai left for the novice President George Weah, the man who is not supposed to know anything. They left him with $130 million in the reserve and $7 million in the consolidated account, with over some ministries 4 months in arrears. Some places like water and sewer almost 11 months in arrears. LEC, nothing. Some ministries 6 months in arrears. The CDC government turned over to Joseph Boakai over $40 million in the consolidated account, over 220 million in the reserve, and in a matter of days, Joseph Boakai announced to the Liberian people and the world that he inherited $20 million in the consolidated account. But he made no qualm about the reserve, the $220 million. So the bigger amount, you got no problem with it. That a small amount you got problem with is because that amount was touchable. The consolidated account, they could touch it, they could access it, they could do anything with it. And that's what they did. They stole the Liberian people money. And they want us to believe that President Weah did not leave 40 million in that account. But it would take the central bank, executive governor, deputy governor, and team to go and to the lawmakers, the Senate, the floor of the Senate, the very floor of the Senate that then executive bank governor Milton Weeks went to when President Weah said the country, he inherited the country broke. And instead he said, I left $1 million in the country reserve and this and that. It was the same place. And Milton Weeks, I remember vividly. Talk about Queen. Welcome, Gina Colley. Milton Weeks said President Weah was right. The country is broke. The country is broke. Okay? But, Tamasa, you know what Uncle Sam is saying about our country, about Liberia today? That Liberia is not like Kenya, Rwanda, or those other great countries in Africa. But they are happy. They are happy that can't compare to Kenya, Senegal, Rwanda, but they are happy that capacity is high in Liberia. Then the Salif government, they are happy that the government before Joseph Boakai did not run that country into a failed state.
Yeah.
Okay? They are happy that the government before Boakai did not run that country into a failed state. With all of what they gave to Ellen Salif government, including the accolades and everything, Liberia did not match up. But under President Weah, the country has transformed. Take it away. Miss Chapin, you go
Absolutely.
first. Tamasa, you want to go? Tamasa, Miss Chapin said she was busy today. Is she ready? She will come in.
Okay. The Watchman, let me say thank you so much. The two running, it's great to always team up with you and to listen to the analysis around the world, specifically about country. Let me say hi to all our people that are following us this evening. I think you said it right. The Americans they know. They know very well. They know when the country is governed by people who means well for that country, and they know whenever a country also is governed by people that are sophisticated in manipulating and destroying their own country. But today, the Baka administration inherited administration that is fully solid in every area.
Every area.
In every sector of the governing structures of our country. Today, we can boast that about $40 million were left within the consolidated account. Why it's true, we have some, sophisticated manipulators coming in and they want to detour that particular agenda. Today, we can talk about the reserve, about $200+ million that are more than what the past leadership made from the Salif administration. The Americans, they fully aware of those things. That today Liberia cannot be called a failed state. A state that fully solid when it comes to the educational sector, when it comes to infrastructure, talking about building roads and everything. These things are in full swing. The Americans are fully aware of those things. But here are we today, the wise man. Whenever lies are coming up, whenever lies are coming from the world of knowledge, these lies cannot be rehearsed. That is why we witnessed during the current president's State of the Nation address. But one thing I take from there, and there is, look, when President Weah was taking over the realm of power in the country, he told us that he would be leading with style and excellence. When he was leading, it was the first of his kind that you notice that the president, proud of him turning over, like on Monday, it was on a Sunday evening, the president had a State of the Nation address. He addressed the nation, informing them about his gratitude and other things, and also where he took the country from when he inherited the country and where he is currently and now living and what he has left behind. If the president wouldn't have done that, by even announcing that $40 million is left within the consolidated account, today we'll be looking for $20 million. We don't know where to find it. But because of the president announcement, it gave us the clue that when that lies came up with Ari Hexing, we were able to go back and find where all these things were. And today they send it through oversight. They call in those from Central Bank, and that case was fully adjudicated. But I want us to be very, 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 very careful, the wise man. And the reason is any administration that the first 3-4 days going to a month, that is not settled, and they are grumbling, they are murmuring, they are bickering. It's a serious recipe. Our country is in a serious dilemma, and we should be very careful as Liberians. That is not a good sign for our country. A country that a political party that will come into power that does not show the strength of his political weight that bring that particular administration to power is something that we need to be mindful of. Mr. Baka didn't come to power based on his own strength or on the strength of his party. There was a conglomeration or configuration of different forces, the devil, the lesser devil, the greater devil, and they all combined
and the Bugu
and
man.
they brought him to power.
The
And the
Bugu man.
Bukume now, they are now grumbling within. And when the Bukume is roaming, you see that a roaming lion. It's a serious distress that Baka has put himself in. It's something that is very, very critical that we as Liberians, we should be looking into. It's a serious problem. In less than a month, we have not gone to In few days, the
18
chairman of the
days. They
political
barely
party that
power
brought
about
him.
16 to 18 days.
This is what we are going through. And these things, we said it before. It is not something that is surprising us. Even so Rachel and I were discussing.
Right.
It is not surprising to us. Why is true? We didn't expect to be happening early. We thought that it will happen maybe after 1 year, but it's too early. And this is not a surprise because the configuration of those forces that brought Bouaka, they dragged Bouaka to power. Bouaka, they didn't come for power, but they dragged into power. And you have to listen to them. And even though Saint, our country is in a turmoil, it's in a serious dilemma.
It is.
And it's something that we all Liberians, we need to be looking at and to see how best we can get involved to stabilize our country. But it's a serious problem the Bouaka administration is going through.
No doubt. Miss Chapin?
Yeah, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah, okay. So I will start with the elections. You know, it was good that we lost the elections. Though it wasn't what we wanted, but it was good that we lost the elections.
Lesson learned.
Because we have to, you already said the license and CDC. I think that on the human side, you know, I think we lost the election because of incompetence. Why find it? Incompetence, complacency. You know, being a celebrity heading our ticket, it has its own side effect. And the side effect is that everybody become complacent because the arrowhead is a celebrity and people.
Yeah, they're running on the popularity of the president.
Yes, and people will vote for him, so they don't want to like campaign door to door. You know, on a serious note, one-to-one campaign and to reinforce their messages. You know, and that's why we have some government official misbehaving as well, because they felt that the president was popular and the people loved the president and whatever. The president will still win. But again, it comes to trust and confidence. If you break because the president appointed you and because the president is popular, you misbehave, you will turn other people off, you know?
Right.
You will turn other people off. So, and Ukuha won these elections, but I think folks were like careless in multiple ways. But one main way is manning the vote. It wasn't a hidden secret that the vote was going to be manipulated. Even the first result, you could look at the first result and see that the vote were being manipulated. But they felt complacent from the campaign chairman down to everybody, you know, and even I hold the president himself responsible to an extent. He himself, you know, he shouldn't, as you can always say, trust but verify.
Trust but verify. Thank you.
Yeah. Learn today. You should trust. Trust is principal. The former president, rather. Trust a principal deputies, for you should learn how to verify as well.
Verify. Yeah.
So me, you should hire your own tax force, you know, to go around checking to make sure that people are present doing the vote count and making sure that people are tallying the vote well. You know, in developed countries and things, people do have institutions. They hire in the services or institutions, temporary institutions
yeah.
to do those things.
Right.
You know, the data analysis of their vote. You know,
people hire firms. They hire firms to do those things for them.
Yeah. They hire firms to follow up, make sure that people are in position. Make sure that the vote are being counted transparently. You know, so many manipulation went on with the vote. So, and the spiritual side of it is that we have to lose this election. It was destined that we lost this particular election, the presidential election. It was destined, and I don't have all the reason yet, but one very important reason is life. We have to preserve life. You know, the lives of the Liberian people. You know, Mr. During the 14 years of Civil War, we all went to our religious institution, whether it was in the mosque, whether it was Christianity. We prayed to God for peace. And God is a righteous God. When He takes His righteous decision, He cannot reverse it.
No.
God has given us the decision for peace. It's not because we want president, we have to win, so God will reverse that decision. If winning means the country was going to go into chaos, then obviously the president we have to lose the election so that the country can be in peace. Because God has taken that, answer our prayer by making that righteous decision that we be in peace. So it's losing the election means peace for Liberia, then it had to be that way, you know. And Mr. Gilman, there's another scary thing about it, but one of these days I will have the opportunity to dive into that, into the spiritual lens of things. Well, I be coming to Boaka, you know, I was just telling Tamasa, I'm not surprised, but I'm shocked. You ever been in such a state before, Mr. Gilman? You really not surprised, or you shocked?
You shocked, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, everything was glaring to Liberian people that Boaka lacks credibility, lacks leadership. I mean, everything was there. From the 2017 coming all the way, you can see clearly, even the man's personal life. You can see that he lacks credibility and that leadership skills. He doesn't have it.
No.
He doesn't have. I mean, everything was glaring. That's the part of it that I'm not surprised, you know. But the part of it that I'm shocked is I expected.
Let me come in with this quickly here. Additional to Luther Tarpeh and Boakai, and then I'll let you and Tamasa respond one minute before we take the callers. Folks are still with us here. We got more details coming in on why did Luther Tarpeh leave Liberia unceremoniously with his family. We are getting information that as a matter of fact, JNB Boakai has moved into the executive mansion, and the reason for his I would say unceremonious departure from his home to the executive mansion on Capitol Hill is because Luther Tarpeh and other party leaders with disenchanted UPists have decided to storm Boakai's rehab residence to hold him siege until Boakai can make the necessary or the meet up with their demands with appointments of number of party executives and officials into key positions. They were going to hold Boakai siege at his rehab residence until he can make those appointments. Having heard that, Boakai and his family moved into the executive mansion. The Ellie never welcomed him in when they were president and vice president, respectively.
You know when President Boakai visited the former president before his inauguration, he was spying all over the place.
Yeah.
The building, when he entered the place, you see the marble tie, he just looking all over.
Yeah.
A
rebellion was in the making in Unity Party.
If they don't put their acts together, Boakai and his family don't take their hands off the governance thing.
Yeah.
That's the shock. That's the part that I'm shocked. I told you Unity Party, because they really held together. Let's give it all to them. We saw that loyalty, that bonding. They held together and they fought.
Miss Chapin.
I expected the governorship to start with high degree of professionalism.
Yeah, but listen.
But there's so much chaos.
Didn't we say here number of times, countless times, that the opposition against CDC were united for a common cause? They all had a common enemy, which was George Weah in the CDC. But they were never friendly among themselves.
No.
Eh?
No,
Countless time.
yeah.
Yeah.
The one thing that bind them together at the time was to just get President
To
Weah
get
out
rid
of
of
there.
President Weah.
But individually, they had their own agenda.
Yeah.
They had their own
Exactly.
personal agenda. Be it as a group that came to them, or be it an individual coming to John Barker.
Yeah.
They had their own personal agenda.
They
And
had
that's
a
why you see
agenda.
now,
Yeah.
and we said it that the bubbles, that Barker is creating a bubbles, and when the time comes,
It will bubble.
when he bursts, he will not be able to handle. And these are things now we smelling. We haven't gone 30 days.
Mm-hmm. No.
Yeah.
The
Not
thing
quite
is,
3
my
weeks yet.
fear is that Bwaka he has to listen to his people. We don't want him plunging their personal beef to plunge our country into chaos. You know,
No.
things could escalate and other people could take advantage of the situation. You know, so he have to think. He has to. I don't know who's advising him. I don't know. It has gone so bad because we expected people that.
Let's take our colors, and then you guys gonna wrap up. You're gonna do the closing. Let's begin with Teddy the Lion Yankun. Teddy on the WhatsApp line. Welcome. All right, while we wait for you to get out of the noise, let's take Joyce. Lama get Wim.
Yeah, hello, my people.
Yeah, Lama get welcome.
Yeah, Mr. Kimo. I think it's nothing to be surprised of, Mr. Kimo.
No.
We said it from day one. What the people wanted was to catch up. We are on. Me, I always say, Mr. Kimo, we feel bad, I cry, I was frustrated, I was depressed, but I was happy too.
Right.
Because we're praying two different kind of prayer. We're praying that there should be no bloodshed in Liberia. If the president winning free and fair, no bloodshed. But if they are going to cause scare, we're praying for him to put a key so they can take the marshal and he live a personal life. And go answer all our questions. We thank God for that. Now he's free. Liberia is Liberia. The people that own Liberia, they're there.
They're there.
But Mr. Bwaka, oh man, Bwaka. No Bwaka. United Party people here will not kill Mr. Bwaka. He dreamed to be president of Liberia, and he is president of Liberia. You will not kill him before his time. He will wait for him to die. We'll do the state funeral before you put your vice president. Because your vice president just sitting quiet.
Be quiet.
Quiet.
That be in ambush.
The man is quiet. Symmetry, we were having here from him. We see no action, nothing like that. He's quiet, and you're just fighting among yourself.
Yeah.
Bwaka told you he will dance with the devil. He's not dancing with the devil. So why are you people fighting? Actually, I read something on Facebook that say, I know what the man offering for Commerce Ministry. I don't know whether it's true, but they say they confirm him.
Yeah,
I just saw it on Facebook.
I mean Moda, yeah.
We Isa. The United Party chairman, I don't know, chairman stayed in Liberia for 2005. He stayed for the 12 years, he stayed for the other states, and he run away.
No.
With all the Yama, he run away. You stole it, put 300 some more thousand, but they 73,000 you stole. Now when you run away, you can't America away. 3 weeks, you're already disenchanted.
I'm telling you.
3 weeks, you're already disenchanted.
Yeah.
But Mr. Bwaka, I know you spying on one eye and your right-hand people spying on one eye. You will not bring war in our country. You will not bring no bloodshed in our country. You will go on Liberia. You will make Liberia to be safe. You will make the rest to be cheap in Liberia. There will be no cars stuck in Liberia. Mr. Bwaka, whether you like it or not, you say you're very wise. How many American politicians that got peacemaker that wanted to be president of America, they resign. They say they're not going because of peacemaker.
Yeah.
But you say you 79-year-old man or 48-year-old man skin, you will call.
Yeah, get called back. Yeah, called back to what I was joking in front of you. Mr. Gilmore, you froze on again? Did I know? You can hear me?
Yeah. Oh no, I can't. I don't know. I think Mr.
Yeah, I
Gilmore.
think Mr. Gilmore, the computer frozen again.
Yeah, I think it froze again.
I raised money to buy new computer. Look, I just can't believe what I see, you know. I just
Yeah,
can't
it's
believe all it's
yeah,
so
it's too early, too early.
yeah.
Yeah, very early. And for me, I don't know. Even said the MPP said during the war, they said they didn't experience it. Like in 3 weeks,
No,
people running
no, they
up and
have
down, confused.
MPP have
Party leader then
MPP
won't
have
fight. They have control. Even the one that they
you see
classified the rebel government said they didn't have the kind of crisis.
government doesn't have legitimacy, number one.
Yeah.
Number two, I mean it has no form of legitimacy.
No
Military
formal
wise,
legitimacy.
now the chief of staff, the former chief of staff, not happy with him. After helping him to come to power,
Yeah,
disrespecting president, we are making him to come to power. Almost like he disrobed him. He gave him minister job, but he
yeah,
disrobed.
yeah.
I mean, and he stayed until that what he wanted.
No.
I don't think
You
that what
saw
he
Prince
wanted.
Johnson just spoke about it.
Exactly.
Yeah, Prince
You
Johnson made
know?
reference on it. I don't know the current president afraid and take on Nibadian from chief of
Yeah.
staff and
Take a
switch
get says
into
here.
And then you
I'm
look
watching
again.
you. I look at you. We get says here. So your honor cover is done. So call that here. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Joyce.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We stay
Lobake.
watching.
Right.
Waka, we are all control of peace.
Absolutely. Let's take Teddy Yankun, and then Ted, welcome. Yes, sir.
I really risking my job just to get this thing. Mr. Thank you. Greetings to everybody.
Brother Sarah, missed your call, man, but I'll give you the call later.
Female medical always on the front line. I respect it. And Mr. Gilbert, you know, I'm very worried about the president and the military stuff. So you see, this government is setting up to be one of the most dictatorship government in our lifetime. This is why they're not listening to anybody, even those who brought into power. They're not listening to some of those people because those people having a democratic tendency into them. I think the appointments, all this appointment, the Waga government making, because they know that anything can happen to the country. And if anything happens, those they are appointing those that are coming together for this government. Those are people they are waiting to battle with the Prince Johnson factors. Which Jeremiah, because first of all, anything happens to the public, not going to take power over Jeremiah, the president. I want to think Jeremiah. Moreover, this government may not even pay for democratic, free and fair election 2029.
Right.
They will want to retain power, but they know that they will not have the support to have to win election again. So they will want to remain in power and want to use that problem. They even turn to the military, and they are having some sort of a travel factors playing into this. People from the West or what have you, I don't want to go into that, but I think so. But however, is that the I having a down heart, my heart is heavy towards my party. I love so much, and I don't like the way the party leadership treated some of us. Like me, as a global chairman who spearheaded 3 auxiliaries that helped produce numbers in district number 1 in Montserrat County and in Nima and Grand Crew County. But the party leadership, I'm not going to sugarcoat 1 or 2 things, but Jefferson Koji, the party chairman, they're not been treating us right, more especially some other in the diaspora. And we're hearing some of the things that happen with Luther Tarpeh, all these things. Look, remember, I put everything, all my finances behind the cost. At the time where I had to take care of my personal when I couldn't turn my back because it was a fight that my fight was on. I bring out a lavish stuff around. And moreover, my auxiliaries in Nima, they are staying tight. Look, I still look up for leadership. But I don't like the way the party leadership treated some of us. Some of the guys that feel that CDC only belongs to them. And this is wrong. And we, the diaspora, this time around, I urge the president, we are even listening to this podcast, that he needs to mitigate a serious connections with we that in the diaspora here and the party leadership back home. We need an agreement. Look at how many points. Oh, no one promised you something. So some guys just felt like, well, yes, sacrificing our stand, and I love it. I'm gonna say, oh, no one promised you something. So, but one thing I worry about also too, the return of the president going to Liberia with Mr. Yeke. Those guys trying to they're planning how to go arrest Percy Yeke at the airport. I mean that they're trying to reduce the loyalists around the president that may have armed or ammunition, and what with legal arms, and they are saying that Percy Yeke have a illegal arm. When he arrives at the airport, they're going to arrest him. If you want to start something at President Weah, or whatsoever, I worry about the president's life. I think about all this thing about President Weah, for Mr. Gilman. I don't have much to say right now about job. I'm not very happy with the party leadership. And when we talk about the CDC, we need to set up the diaspora special forces. We look at other people who advocate for CDC. We need to call all the intellectuals together and set a real good thing and coordinate among ourselves to battle for 2029. It cannot be like before. We'll say party remain supreme. Right now, we'll talk like this. But I don't have much to say right now. Thank you, man, again for taking the call.
Thank you very much, Teddy Yanko. Let's come back to this other side here. AB, we're going to come back to you momentarily, but let's take.
We'll talk like this. But I don't have much to say right now. Thank you, man, again for taking the call.
Thank you very much, Teddy Yanko. Let's come back. Somebody get the line open, please. We'll come back to you momentarily, but let's take. Henry Brisbane.
Yes.
Brisbane, welcome.
Yeah.
Somebody get their video line open, please. Just if you're on the phone, please listen on the phone instead of listening to the video. Henry Brisbane.
Yeah.
Brisbane, welcome.
I can flow.
Somebody get their video line open, please. Just if you're on the phone, please listen on the phone instead of listening to the video.
Hello.
Yeah, go ahead, Brisbane.
Yeah. I want to strike 2 points. Our sister said something. I just want to say something.
I'm getting echo, Brisbane. Hold on. All right, folks. If you are on the phone here with me, please mute your line or turn off the video. I think the problem is coming from the phone because I'm speaking. I can't get I lower the microphone of the phone and I'm not getting that feedback. So please, if you're not speaking to me now, please mute your phone or turn off the video and just listen. I'm not getting that feedback. So please, speaking to me now, please.
You can hear me now?
Turn off the video. Go ahead. Let me try to sort this out. Go ahead.
Okay. Mr. Gayman, I won for. Everybody should remember that.
Go ahead.
We went through the election. And that was a good fight. Everybody should remember. Most of the time, I can always remind everybody. And the election that took place, there is no election in Liberia. So I don't want anybody blaming except everybody. You went neck to neck with these people. There is no election in Liberia. So I think because of peace, people turn anything over to them. Because the country you see, so there is no good security. Because people should remember that. And looking at the election result, it was neck to neck. People should remember that. It didn't really hurt me. And the people fought. People went ahead neck to neck. Even if you have Omar Molu there as a who was a party chairman, and Mehi, a campaign chairman. It was setting for it to happen that way. Because look at Chesapeake. So it's almost like you playing your game, Mr. Gamer.
Right.
1-0. In an hour, the person can score. You know that.
Right.
So the margin was too slim for these people. So they themselves know. So the only thing I want right now, for these people. So people forget about what happened and start going back under the tree there to see how best. People forget about. If you are going to be defeated or wild margin, then you get problem. But they say you're stole, they say you're killed, they say you do everything. But still see the margin, man. Come on now.
I know.
Yeah. Look, I'm resolved when I heard when I heard that feedback. I said, yeah. I said, give me the ain't go order for nothing. I said, look at the result because I expected them to beat CDC flat. But look at the result. First one, you were leading people 2-1 before they come back. What happened? They're supposed to be worried. If you don't know, they're supposed to be worried.
Right.
They're supposed to be worried. If you see people like you people flying back from Liberia, they should be setting ambush. To say, you have to be careful with these people. On the one point, when they come back for us, you all know the first result, 2017. So come on now. You know, under the website alone, you came up fighting the people in America. For everybody change against you.
Yeah.
So where you coming from? Under the website alone. This is why sometimes I break it. I just let you flow. I don't come up. So you're forgetting only one man was fighting the people on the Facebook in America. Only you alone. Now you play the game. Yeah, you play the game. You play the game. All into that, yeah. Like what sometimes I don't let the kind of show because when people see me, they say I want to get you information. So I just keep quiet for them.
Man, happy New Year to you. I'm coming back to the Chinese restaurant.
So let me tell my brothers and sisters, we need to talk. You see the dress I went for you? The people accuse me, yes, I will give you information. And what about that? I asked that question one time in Bowman Brass, man. The one man play all right, you don't see it?
Yeah.
You don't see it? That was a good fight.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so you don't worry about that. Yeah. That was a good fight.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Let's take Mr. Jogba Art. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year, my brother. It's been quite a long time.
It's been a long time, yeah. New Year. I don't know. I'm getting.
Happy New Year, my brother. It's been quite a long time. Is it clearer?
The echo is still there. I'm trying to manage it. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, so anyway, a few points, right? One of them is I think most people have spoken to that. I think for me, I was saying why it's true I feel bad that George Weah did lose the elections. However, I said that was a good thing, and here's the reason why. You see, when you show to people, George Weah gave his stomach, his heart, his soul to that country. It's very difficult to find a leader who does what George Weah did. I mean, if people want to debate with that, that's fine. I mean, it's very difficult to find a leader. The thing he did during his 6 years was for that country, and the results are there. You can't argue with the results.
No.
And Mr. Gilman, when you are doing things for people and they constantly try to bring you down and make you feel like you're doing nothing, it's okay to step away. Let them bring someone who they think can do better than you have done.
Look at people. Queen, you don't have to wake up when you sleep now. No, 6 hours before you be able to wake up.
With the birds, look like a free man flying in the sky. At this point, it's our problem. For those people who are complaining about Joseph Boakai, here's my message to them. And I have zero sympathy for any of these people. These people never care about Joseph Boakai. They never care about Liberia. If you are going to take an ailing 79 years old man with a lot of medical conditions and say, come and run this country, it's not because you care about him. It's because you feel like he's so old, you can manipulate the old man. That's why they thought they could do that. And what they failed to realize was this same old man said he's broke, he doesn't have money, and he's 79 years old. What is going to be his legacy for his children and his grandchildren? This is my chance to become president and leave enough money for my family. That was, look, it was a game. They all had a plan for Bwaka. Bwaka had his game for them. Bwaka came us, I get in this place, I make myself rich. Bwaka know he's 79 years when he's not well. He doesn't know how far his health is going to take him. So if the people want to put me here, I'm not going to fight. Bwaka did not fight. He didn't spend $1. No. Let's be realistic. He did not spend a cent. There were people everywhere trying to push him because they had their own hidden agenda. The thing is, they have backfired in their faces. These are things they knew, but they thought they could actually manipulate Bwaka. And now Bwaka is showing them exactly what many people said he really is. So there's no need to be, they can complain all they want. The fact of the matter is this. The sad part is there are many Liberians who don't deserve what is happening and what is about to happen for the next 6 years. They don't deserve it. Sadly, many people will have to face the wrath that is coming because you can see the government is already failing. Sadly, this government is not going to go anywhere. There's so much the failing has started already, and it's just going to continue. Yeah. They're fighting amongst themselves. Mr. Gilman, these are things we share even with you and AV. We said these things. We did not hide it. No. We told people what was going to happen. If you had Senator Prince Johnson saying Lima will win, what does that even mean? It means he has his own objective. He knew that if he said the woman is old, if he wins, who's going to run the country? Who? They all had their plans. Right. What they said, Bwaka wasn't talking. He acted like Senator Mumu. His EMI is like, you just put me here. Right. I will use you people. I will never live to tell the story. He knew what he was doing. So now, guess what? He's pushing people that they don't even know about. Right. They've never heard about. These are Bwaka had his own people. He was speaking on his side, and he knew once he take over, he would do his own thing. At this stage, the same thing we said. Bwaka and his family will run the country. They will determine who become leaders, who take positions. That's what's happening. They can all complain and get disenchanted. It doesn't bother Bwaka. The old man is not going to run for presidency anymore. Why should he care? He doesn't need you to come support to be president anymore. No. Why should he care? Wow. That's where they all miss the point. That's where they miss the mark. And at this point, all we can pray for is peace for our country. Joshua did that for 6 years. The AFL never got out there, even if they were unhappy. The police were unhappy. Never got out there to cause any problem. The country stayed at peace. There was no trouble. We all only need to pray over the next 6 years. We can still maintain our peace in our country. Because to be honest with you, what I see already happening, the kind of anger that is brewing in 3 weeks' time, imagine what happened in 3 months or 6 months about these people. Mind you, Jeremiah Cohen is still sitting here, preaching is still sitting. They haven't started on the trouble yet. When they get ready for the trouble, that's a whole different story we'll be talking about in our country. Right. Before I close, like I said previously, what is about to come to our country, many of the people don't deserve it. There are those who push Bwaka and his people into this position because they all did it for their own selfish gain. It was never about Liberia. It was never about the country, because anyone who loves your country, you would sit and you would think, do you believe that a 79 years old man who we all know has medical conditions can actually run this country? We knew that could not happen. Right. They all knew it. But in their own mind, if he can win, I can manipulate him. I can become the minister for this. I can be the port manager. It was all about their own selfish gain. Right. And now they can't get it. They're getting angry. And you know what? They showed exactly what we said he would do. The women don't care. He and his children, it's their time to collect their share of money in the country. Sadly, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah. I rest my case.
Thank you very much, Arthur Jogba. Thank you very much, my brother. Yeah. We are experiencing this echo. It's just so huge, so much. We are experiencing this echo. It's just so huge. Yeah. I don't know where it's coming from.
Listen, just try to mute everybody yet and see.
I did that. I think it's coming from the phone, because when I lower the phone, then it goes away.
Was it the callers? The callers, not the panelists.
The colors, it's coming from the colors. So we got two more here. Let's just bring them on quickly. It's coming from the colors here. We got two more here. Miss Kwa, Orita Kwa, welcome. It's coming from the colors here. Miss Kwa, Orita Kwa, welcome. Sis Orita, are you there? Orita Kwa. Sis Orita, are you there? Orita Kwa. Sis Orita, are you there? Say Ma. Ma, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Gilman.
Yeah. Say Ma.
Anyway, welcome. I just called to welcome you back. For me right now, I'm not going to talk about Joseph Boakai because I know that it's not going to do anything special. So I just called to say welcome back to the state. That's all. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Let me restart this phone. And see what happens. Yeah. Somebody called me, and I think they didn't hang up from the phone. They remain in the system because that's what was causing all the echo. So if you call into the show and you leave, please make sure you hang up completely. If not, it gives us problem here, the feedback. Let's go to Brother KONNEH. AB, were you following the conversation?
Yeah, brother. Let me say good evening to you guys, my dear brother and our sister there in Sis Rachel, and then the great co-chair Delano Tamasa.
My biggest nephew.
He would have put them all better.
All the time, and all the side, then they getting all the ministerial position. I don't know why they didn't give you our own.
The reason JB not let to see somebody with the more fellow when you see that you think about George Weah. Once he sees it, he said no that George Weah, so he can't call you.
Well, it's great to be here. Yeah, I follow intermittently because
you keep on the video. Then you talking now. You're not on video, my man.
Hello.
Maybe.
Hold on.
Yeah, your man. Claude say, "Hey, be the man."
I know. Yeah, pretty much. It's great to be here. I kind of follow, like I said, intermittently to the discussion when you guys started.
Right.
And it was highly fascinating, you know. But it's great to be here. Let me say good evening to all of the followers. People have contributed immensely. It's great. And, you know, we are kind of feeling really vindicated on issues why in our distress, we are feeling vindicated.
Right.
That's a good thing. Because I said vindicated because we told people that the decisions they were making were wrong decisions, but yesterday it was never bought into.
That's why I said they held on to their guns.
Yes, pretty much.
Yeah.
So based on that, they did what they did. But the evidence are all over the place right now that indeed they made a colossal decision that is affecting the nation today.
Right.
You know, and like I said, I followed the discussions, the breaking news, and all you gave. It was highly fascinating because the contemporary politics in Liberia, even the wartime, all of the transitional governments that we had over there, I don't know of any player at the helm of those things that just kind of walk away in a week's time. I don't know of any. In the case of Reverend Luther Tarpeh, if what has been stated is authenticated that indeed he has absconded the country. I say absconded because he's on an investigation for financial misappropriation.
Right.
So that's why I use the word absconded.
Absconded, yeah.
Yes. So if he had done that, it's sad. And coupled with the fact that his demands are not met, is really, really sad. It speaks volume on the person at the helm of authority. Because if you have this kind of foot soldiers and they have been in no time dumped or put in the curve, so to speak, it speaks volume about the individual President Boakai. You understand?
Correct.
Because give it out to President Weah, the people that stood by him in the trenches, regardless of how inexperienced they were in terms of the governing structure, they were yesterday brought to the limelight, and today they have gained experience and they are prominent people in society. Like them or dislike them, you can't take that away from them.
Right.
So I gave it up to President Weah for that. Now, you know, you talk about a situation that has to do with a post from Mr. AMARA KONNEH and then that of Representative Ability.
Ability, correct.
Yes. You know, brother, I would say this. Perhaps Senator AMARA KONNEH might be speaking from a point of disappointment, but it's highly, highly, highly deep. Reason being, I know he brought a religious factor in it, and people are just looking at, maybe they might look at it from the surface. But reason being, I can tell you this. You have a party that is absolutely dominated by by the Muslim sect of Liberia, in the party of ACO. And ACO went all out to endorse Mr. Boakai. And as we speak, there is no representation of them in the structure thus far. That is concerning, because there is a sector of Liberia that see themselves belonging to that particular institution, whether they are members or not, but they see that party as a home, and they are not represented. And when you look at, I know they're trying to retrospect right now in terms of what President Weah did. Like I was telling somebody, my brother, President Weah, the first president to appoint a Muslim religious advisor. Correct. He did that. And that was very pleasing to the Muslim community.
And Luther Tarpeh will not say religious advisor to the...
I know. No. Come to the structure of government. President Weah been, backward and over, and appointed a Muslim internal affairs minister. The deputy was a Muslim. The two assistant ministers were Muslims. He appointed in the grade, information, the deputy in person of Boakai Fofana, Muslim. And then you had GEO-POLITICAL as Muslim.
Yeah.
And then you went to the immigration. He appointed a deputy there, Asatu Ba, as deputy for administration.
Mamasi Kaba.
Mamasi Kaba was at gender ministry. The deputy minister for administration there was also a Muslim in person of Hassan Khalid. So I'm just trying to list all of those names, because I think that's from the point people like AMARA KONNEH and the ability are speaking. Now it becomes concerning, because the community is telling the people, they say, hey, look, but we have our representation in the George Weah government, and they were dumped to endorse Boakai, and today there is nothing like an appeasement in it.
No.
So that maybe that from the perspective they were speaking, people might look at the guy here. He is an authority, meaning a sitting senator. They feel that he's treading the religious line. But I think logically, those things, if they are not met in a way to come to the centralization of government or to decentralize it from all perspective, it becomes concerning. So I just wanted to throw light on that from my own understanding of the structure as it is.
Right.
You know, and quite honestly, some of us raised the flag before. To the best of my knowledge, all of the political certainty in that place, the first time I ever saw Joseph Boakai identifying with the Muslim community was just, I think, 2 weeks ago.
After he won.
When he won and he visited the mosque. So, I mean, he is who he is. So they should brace themselves for this kind of situation that I face right now.
Right.
So I just deem it fit to come in on that point, my brother. But indeed, it is a concerning situation for a government, for people to start looking at you, failing in just 2 weeks. It's concerning.
Very concerning.
Here you are, January gone. The people ain't getting their salary yet. We used to talk about the salary increment you talk about. You can't even pay the one that they were getting before.
No.
How are you going to increase that? You understand? So the whole thing is kind of it have boomerang around the how do you call it, the freedom train, or you can call it rescue train. Like you say that. You say the train have derailed, right?
Yeah.
So I don't know what kind of gear it is right now.
That the track.
So my brother, it's really concerning. But let me get the other channel to come in and stay on the thing. But it's great to be here, my brother.
Absolutely, it's great to have you as well.
Yeah.
All right, so let's go round table, 1 minute apiece. Let's close up here. We'll begin with the lady, Miss Chapin.
Yeah. Thank you, Mr. Gill.
The
train was never on the track to begin with. It was only just making the track, you know. So yeah. So as you said, no, I'm not trying to be sarcastic to
that's a fact.
Yeah. But all Liberians, whether Christian or Muslim or whatever ethnicity, when we making decisions, in as much as we might have underlying personal interest, but what should override is the survival of our country, Liberia, should be the most important variable in making our decision. But all group, religious group, ethnic group, everybody saw that Waka wasn't actually an alternative. Seriously. And we ain't know all the red flag. Everybody ain't know all the red flag. And I think one of the reasons why ACO actually went to the Unity Party was this thing with the whole cabinet Janet thing, you know, that were politicized and make it look like it was attack. Well, it wasn't a religious attack. I mean, government function and can dismiss anybody from government or whatsoever.
Right.
You know, so they went that side. But Bwaka lacks leadership. Absolutely. From I mean, there are some people who came out after the 2017 elections and they said some things. And when Costa came out during the 2023 election, those explanations were consistent. There were conflicts within the party that Bwaka couldn't resolve. There were conflicts within the party in 2017, you couldn't resolve it. Even during the 2023, there were conflicts, I think, with 2 persons in the state there, and Bwaka couldn't resolve it as well. Then you look at all those red flags and you make Bwaka president. Now here there's some family running.
You ignore the red flag.
Yes. So for the sake of peace, all sides, for the sake of peace, to keep the country stable, we just appealing to all sides. Just do as Luther Tarpeh to impact your law and leave. After 6 years, maybe you can try again. If ACO ain't get anything, or the Islamic community or the people from Nima, They didn't get anything for the sake of peace. They just sacrificed it for the sake of Liberia. After all, you say you're doing it for Liberia. So it is for Liberia now. Whether you get something, you get something. Just look at Bwaka, Katumu get her on list, Jojo get on list, Tantin get late, Tama get late. What the other one say get here late. Everybody Kuma get her on the list. And everybody yeah, the whole government.
You see the makeover of Katumu?
Remix. Remix.
The whole world will change that.
I'm telling you.
Oh yeah. You see, what was that? You know the people talk about the commodity, but they discount Baka family. Baka had a mature family.
Baka shoes, everything changed.
Yeah. They discounted Baka family. They talk Baka was a commodity that they were selling to benefit from, but now Baka family were the actual people that were going to benefit from Baka estate. So the only thing I pray peace. I beg them. Well, who get job? Who ain't get job? Who go where? We won't go where? You just keep the place peaceful. Prince Johnson, don't say dark and cloudy. Too early to be dark and cloudy. It's not going to get better. They're going to get darker. And they're going to even going to fire. Don't know a fire. But we just don't want earthquake. Just keep the peaceful. We'll be praying for Liberia that it be peaceful. Then after Banga says yeah, then we'll get see we can go back to the drawing board. Maybe by that time everybody will get sober and know how to vote. Thank you, Mr. Gilmore.
Thank you very much, Miss Champion there from Australia. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
What's up?
Yeah, the wise man.
Yes, sir.
Firstly, I intentionally try to not talk about my party, about some of the issues, what have happened, and I was lost.
Right.
But gradually we'll get there. And we'll discuss that. But for now, it's too early, and I don't want to go into some things and looking at my proximity to a few things. So I'll just skip over that. But unresolved minor conflict.
Your proximity at 43,000 square mile.
No, we're trying to work on something. We'll discuss some things, but for today, I'll just try to skip that.
Okay.
But unresolved minor conflict, it has a propensity to generate into a bigger crisis. And these are some of the things the Unity Party, there are many unresolved conflict within the Unity Party and that of other groups that came to join them. But one thing for sure, that just keep them moving, that served as the unifier motivator was to get President Weah out of power.
That's it.
And they achieved that. They worked towards that particular goal because that was their motivation. But internally, these folks have their various interests. When it comes to the MDR, their agenda was very clear. The fraction of the Liberty Party has theirs. The renegade from the Salif factor and the Baka factor of the Unity Party, where Montour is one of the engineers, they have their own agenda.
Correct.
And you have some remnants of the progressive factor also too, they have their own agenda. And then Baka now are just in the middle of all these things. And they never resolve anything. Look, let's just leave these things. Let's get George Weah out of power. And then we'll see where to go. And it is dangerous. And there where the Unity Party is. And now we are saying, the consequences of those decisions. But we hope and we pray that the Unity Party, it is not Liberia. Liberia is about 5.5 or 5.6 million people. We are calling on President Bwaka and his forces and his group to govern well. We are calling on them that they say they are highly sophisticated. They told the Liberian people that they can bring this change. The change now where Prince Johnson is calling, I don't know, he said the dependable hope cannot be seen anymore. We want to see that dependable hope for our people.
Right.
We won't see it. So we are watching keenly. They are just gone only 3 weeks. Party chairman is somewhere in the air, whether he's here or not. So we just pray.
What a disaster.
What a disaster. Brother KONNEH.
Yeah, brother.
Yeah, Tamasa just left.
I did not know.
Got a technical glitch, so take it away.
Yes, my brother. Again, let me take this time to say thank you very much for your time and effort. Yeah, we are in the opposition camp now, so we will continue to speak from our perspective.
Right.
But it's a great show, you know. For some of us, like I stated here many a time, the issue about this whole religious politics and religious divide, sometimes I really like to stay away from it. But sometimes when issues come about, you just want to make some level of clarification and then delve into history a little bit. What other leaders have done, you know, in terms of trying to narrow such a gap, you make reference to them.
Right.
Because that's the essence of educating people. Sometimes to understand why certain things are the way they are. It's good to come up with those points sometimes. But it's a great show, and we will continue to point out those lapses that a brand new government has started to foment on the people. We need to speak about it, and then we can't remain silent, because at the end of the day, it affects the well-being of our country, Liberia.
Correct.
Because the people personal aggrandizement will override the common interest of the entirety of Liberia. It deserves to be, spoken about, and corrective measures needs to be put in place. And by speaking it out, I believe people are going to hear it and understand. I say, you know what? It's about time that to put some corrections into place. So it's the case with this new government. Because quite honestly, like I stated, at least we have lived around to see some presidents in our country. We're not saying that we've been around too long, but the idea is at least we have lived around to see some presidents there. And we know what some presidents did in our place.
Evie, did you listen to that journalist asking Yege call about that question?
But I don't know that Satya, because I'm so confused.
I don't know
what kind of question is that.
He said, he said, Satya, he said, proceed, you have aggravated my annoyance.
Is it milk? Yes.
You can say, look, my man, I don't understand that. But that was orchestrated. You know, that was orchestrated. That journalist, I believe he went over there to distract Yeke. Primarily, it was a goal to distract him.
The question alone.
That question, in fact, was incoherent, so quite honestly, because I don't understand what he was talking about. But
I don't understand. I don't understand the question.
My man, slow down. All the people are not understand because
your reflective vacuum in terms of your nominals applications.
My man, slow down. All the people are not understand because
vacuum in terms of your
what kind of question is that? What kind of vacuum and all kind of thing? Why is that?
All the people are not understand.
What can I do?
I was so interested. I want to believe that it was delivery. He wanted to take Yeke off his game.
Absolutely.
My man, slow down. The other girl in the background, Speaking of what you know, understand.
You can't ask the question for her to understand that people understand it here. What do you mean by vacuum, nominal, all the kind of what kind of things that?
Nominal vacuum and all the kind of things. I don't know. I can't understand what he's talking about. But quite honestly, it was an interesting interview.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and Yaka have taken his side since the ascendancy of the even before his ascendancy to the presidency. Yaka have taken his side. And I mean, I'm not a fan of Yaka.
No.
Definitely, I'm not. But when he speak what is authentic and is in a glaring, we have to equally talk about it, because the payload, the things that brought you to prominence and of course subsequently to power, you adhere to those things. But if in no time you're going to be so corrupt, and then you lack accountability, those things must be pointed out. Because you guys too are in our country a lot of things. You say you are rescued, and you have not rescued anything since your ascendancy. You can't give account of just $1,000, meaning you give $5,000, and today we're talking about $4,000, and the $1,000 cannot be accounted for. On each of those $5,000, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
You give donations somewhere, and then you cannot give the source of the donation. It is a problem in itself. Because, you know, when I was in college at the University of Liberia, there was a professor that stated he said, let me tell you, class, there is nothing called a free lunch. There is never a free lunch.
There's never a free lunch.
The man will give you a lunch, maybe he related to you, or maybe you guys, you'll work together. Or he wants something from you.
He wants something. There's not a free lunch.
There's nothing like free lunch. So indeed, those things need to be accounted for, my brother. But like, this is a 6-year ride we on here. So but I can see it very, very racket, and the spot is quite honestly unprecedented. Quite honestly, I have not seen it. Maybe it happened not during our generation, but all of the presidency I've seen in our country, I have not seen a rocket start like that. Not even the CDC that is stated that, quote unquote, the president's in the act. He never had a kind of rocket start like this. So it's appalling. It's appalling. But my brother will keep speaking out.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, folks following, especially those of you on the YouTube channel, Prince Bamina, Agnes Glewlu, Elvis Morris, John KONNEH, Dubon Hill, Yvonne Davis, Community Accounting and Tax Services, says welcome back, sir. Jessica M. Beslow. Jessica, your daughter made that GBN. That's so much GB. I get the pictures. How we ate that GB in my hotel room, you'll see. I was saying those pictures. Thanks to all of you there, Emmanuel Pro. Good to see you on the YouTube channel. Antoinette Gallo from Philadelphia. What's up? Happy New Year to you. And great to see all of you here. Folks, that does it for us here. All right. Thank you very much. I will be back tomorrow, bright and early, with another edition here. Let's do this by the man himself, the Masusu man.
See you tomorrow. Okay.
Tiara.
Okay, nephew.
Okay. Great honor. Take care.
Sunset and gentle breezes make me think of you. Lady from the islands, my song and inspiration, you're my life. You're my sweet, sweet, sweet sensation. Fire my imagination, girl, I adore you. Wanna move, shitty. The apple of my eye, she's my baby. What can I do without your love? How can I lay live without your love, my lady? Bende masusu, bende masusu, bende masusu. Etana wala bende.
I remember when we met. Taking you to the baby.
Your big black eyes caress me. Your lips were so inviting, and your smile. You're so tantalizing.
Always mesmerize me, girl, I adore you.
The apple of my eye, she's my baby. What can I do without your love? How can I live without your love, my baby? Oh yeah. Bende masusu, bende masusu.
Etana wala baby.
What can I do without your love? How can I live without your love, my lady? Bende masusu, etana wala baby.
I remember.
Moonlight and roses, sunset and gentle breezes, make me think of you. Oh, yeah. You're my lady from the islands, my song and inspiration. You're my life, my life. You're my sweet, sweet, sweet sensation. Fire my imagination, girl, I adore you.
Well, folks, that does it for us here tonight. Thank you very much. Thanks for being there. Thanks for the distribution. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel as well as our Facebook
What can I
page.
do without your love? How can I live without your love, my lady?
How can I live without your love?
Bende masusu, bende masusu, bende masusu. Betana wala bende. What can I do without your love? How can I live without your love, my lady? Oh no, 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 no.